This is my Iron Chain / Mill deck. I'll start off with 3 Iron Chain coils. You can have an Iron Chain monster gain 300 attack and defense. 2 Iron Chain blasters. Contribute any Iron Chain monster to inflict danger damage. It's a good way to inflict damage. Failure card right here. Iron Chain Snake. Run 3 of them. During the main phase, you can equip it to a monster your opponent controls to make them lose 800 attack. And when that equipped monster is destroyed, they have to send cards equal to that equipped monster's level from the top of their deck to the graveyard. So a good way to make them deck out. Iron Chain Repairman. It's a piercer, and when you attack with it, you can special summon one during the end phase. Level 4 or lower Iron Chain monster. 3 Needleworms. Basic effect, but really good. Discard 5 cards on the top of your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Really easy to be brought back. 1 Morphing Jar. Both players discard all the cards in their hands, and it's a good way to get a whole bunch of cards out. Morphing Jar number 2 pretty much does the same thing, except it takes all monster cards from the field and makes them continuously draw until they get that many, so it's a good way to deck out. Chainsaw Insect, it's beat down and makes them draw cards. Euspatian Grand Mole, it's a good way to save you and easily brought out by Giant Rat. That's why he's in there. Handcuffs Dragon, just contribute monster to goes with the theme and makes him lose 1,800 attack, and you can keep using it. Spells, 2 Poison Chains, really good to make them deck out if you have Iron Chain monsters, and inflict life points. Paralyzing Chain, inflict 300 damage when any card is sent to the graveyard by like a effect. Card Destruction, pretty much 5 cards, make them lose 5 cards pretty much, or any cards they have in their deck, but mostly 5. Hand Destruction, each player discards 2 cards and draws 2 cards. Shallow Grave, good for flip effect monsters, brings back the Morphing Jars and the Needleworms. Soul Reversal brings a Needleworm or any of those flip effect monsters back to the top of your deck. Book of Eclipse, if you already used all these, like Needleworms and stuff, you just use that card to put them back down to face down defense. You can use it again. Staple and Level Limit Area B just makes them not able to attack you. All 4 higher have to be changed to defense, and most of the monsters that you're going to be running aren't level 4. Now the traps. Cemetery Bomb can cause a lot of damage depending on how many cards they have, 100 for each card. Skull Invitation can set you up with a lot of damage dealt, 300 effect damage to your monster for each card. Mask of Restrict, you're not going to be tributing any monster, so your opponent shouldn't be able to either. Gravity Bind, you don't, it's just a stall. 2 Ogokus, stall. 2 Scrap Irons, stall. 11 Catastrophe, staple. And Sakura 2 Armor, stapled. This deck pretty much point just to make them lose all their cards so they can't draw anymore until they deck out. That's my deck.